Hello everyone, welcome back to 999. Last time we left off, we found out some more about Seven's past. I just woke up not too long ago. I scrolled for a little bit and then I'm here. Hello, Emergence. How are you? Okay. Well, looks like we investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door. Alright, let's crack that mystery then. We got 4 tiles. There are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the walls with the one we've got, that should open the door. There's only one way to find out. Uh-huh. Boom. 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 Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got that right? Yeah, looks like we did. 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the ES in Emergence are the 14s from the tiles. Or the E's, not the ES. Yeah, you can tell I'm sleepy. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Yes, let's go! Boom, boom. I found it. I did it. Oh. This room looks odd. Oh, what in the... What in the weird experiment torture chamber?
気味の悪い部屋ね。
一刻も早く退散したいところだが。ま、だろうな。
ロックがかかってるのね。
ああ、いつもの通りだ。
で、今度は一体何の部屋なの？
部屋のど真ん中に椅子か。
椅子って言っても座りたくはならないデザインね。
椅子の足元はこれガラス張りか？向こう側は真っ暗で何も見えないな。
このテーブルの布についてるのは血か？
何なのよこれ。こんな道具で一体何を？
Yeah, it definitely looks like a torture chamber.
あまり考えたくはないな。
とにかくヤバい匂いがする部屋だってのはよくわかった。長いは無用だな。とっととこの部屋をやっつけて外に出よう。さあ、行動開始して。
Another escape. This quick, huh? Alright, the torture room. Great things always happen in the torture room. I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's just a cover over it. We're gonna be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get the thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? I see something shiny in there? Something shiny in there? Yeah, maybe. You ought to check, though. It's pretty bad if we miss something important. And we can find something to take that cover off with. Like a wrench! Saw something shiny. If we can find something to get the bolts off, yeah. Yeah, they do give you a lot of hints in the right direction in these. Hello. Here's the wrench. Number of ominous-looking tools and instruments. Let's see, we got an adze and a hammer. I always wonder how you'd say this. Adze? Adze? Adze and a hammer. The only time I've ever seen this word is in RuneScape. The flame adze. Pair of forceps. And these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Does this wrench look like too new to be here with all the other stuff? It does. Didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Wrench. Wrench looks brand new. Sitting where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used. Knock it off. I don't want to think about that. I've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. You're unexpectedly sensitive. Come on, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? We need to find somewhere where we can use this thing. Sorry, excuse me, I'm currently twerking on the dance floor to this song. Just the lights going. I could just see Junpei and crew over here just hitting it on the dance floor. Here we can use this to unscrew bolts. Yeah, I'd be on the floor shaking my ass to this. Number of rusty torture tools are lined up. I think there's anything else here we need. It is just like a club song. This is club music. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found. Sweet, it's open. Well, it's too small, you can't see in, even with the cover off. Can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. You sure you want to do that? Nah. Nobody should ever want to stick their arm in an unknown hole, especially in a horror situation. Could be something dangerous in there. Hey, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful. Alright, here we go, arm into the hole. I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. I don't feel like there's anything else. Let's see what this thing is. Sun key. That's useful. Use the sun symbol. Should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. Probably gonna need the sun key to do that. And the doors in this room have keyholes. We gotta use it on something that's not a door. Key with the sun symbol. Don't think it goes to any doors. Nothing in there anymore. Okay. What is this? Something on the screen. The device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we adjust the switches to match the blocks up top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Huh? On. Check. Okay, they have to match some things though. Okay, wait, yeah. So if I turn that one off. This one adds a lot, so I don't really think turning that one off is a possibility. There we go. Oh wait, no, this one's not right. Not quite. Almost. Let's try turning that one off. No. That bottom one seems like a lot of trouble, so... But let's try this one. With each thing. This is not a good puzzle for me to be doing when, I'm sleepy. No. Because this one's messed up, yeah. Okay. Let me walk away from this for a second. If you turn one of these switches, more blocks show up. So you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get the screen to match the diagram. Yeah, it's hard to figure out what button does what. You wanna see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there are any blocks, and you can see which each block adds. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know about all that. What I was realizing was they're talking about this diagram. I don't think I've seen such a diagram. When I was doing it there, I was trying to just, like, make them mirrored. But we do need this diagram. Sun-key should fit into the keyhole in these manacles. Alright, Sun-key, in you go, and yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the Sun-key again in here, though. Seems unlikely. Alright, Sun-key, you've done your job. Into my pocket! Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now? Just look around some more. Got a feeling that something will happen. Right, we should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is for at any rate. Unlock the manacles. We should probably try and figure out what that thing in the corner does. Okay. Needle on the gauge is at 0. Doesn't look like it's going to move. Needle on the gauge is at 0. A, B, C, D, E, F. It's on the knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything. Think it's broken? Can't get to do anything. Maybe I shouldn't waste my time. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them? Ha! Shoot, they're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. All the dials are rusted. Levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All we can do is turn on. All they can do is turn on something or turn something on or off. Oh my god. What's important is what they turn on or off. So the floor is suddenly going to open up. Red, yellow. You think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that, bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. Might as well give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Oh, no dice. This thing isn't going anywhere. Oh, give me that. You just ain't man enough. Sure, pal, you give it a shot. Let's see how much more of a man you are. Hey, you're gonna break it. Man, that thing ain't going anywhere. 7 can't move it, you might as well give up. See some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Calm down. Just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. It means the floor... Oh! Junpei, look. What she... Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Okay, so that must be where the diagram is. Bunch of buttons here with letters A through F. I wonder if they do anything. So if I press it again, back you come. Guess these buttons switch something on or off when you press them. Okay, well what's going on here? EDBF. EDBF. What? It's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. The puzzle here was the power had to be sent to it in a specific way. Okay. Looks like the letters EBD... Oh, I didn't even notice it was on a shark last time. Shark's underside of the buttons. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm still like this diagram that they're talking about. Hey, this pipe is connected to that thing in the corner. Mentioned there are electrical wires running to that pipe to the device. Pipe that connects the device to the other side of the wall. A bunch of pipes up near the ceiling. I don't think there's gonna be a puzzle up there, at least I hope not. Handrails all the way up to the entrance? Those are going down one side of the stairs. Okay. So the door will complete the experiment. So in other words, we aren't getting out of that door until we finish this. Let's do that then. Okay. Cables sure don't look very pleasant. It's like something from a prison movie. Come all the way down from the ceiling. Just trying to look up that high is making my neck hurt. Bunch of cables. Can't click on those. Okay. So, adjust the switches to match the blocks on top and then press... Okay. So I was doing the right thing. Okay. Okay, but it kept mentioning a diagram, so... Alright. So, on... So I'm guessing that just means I need these to match these, right? Guessing that's what it means. Question is, which order is going to work? I'm really, really bad at these, so... Yeah. You turn each switch on, each switch is a different number of blocks. You think about it, all you gotta do is a couple addition problems. If you turn a single switch on, yeah, it is super easy. But I want to make sure, based off of what the language is using, that I'm not missing a diagram somewhere, because it keeps saying on top. Is it really just the top? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The fact that it said diagram and then it's talking about the top, I thought maybe the top of the box, but I think it's just matched the ones up here to the ones down here, which is basically just match all of them. The language is just confusing me a bit. But yeah, finding the particular group that works. Okay. I think I've realized, so yeah, I think what it's talking about more so than what I was doing. I was trying to make them match, but they specifically mentioned addition, so I think it's more just they need to have the same amount of blocks. I think, because I don't currently see a way to make just the top and bottom match. Hey. Alright. Adjustment is completed, and now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected to the subject. Once preparation is completed, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean, preparation? I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this. This means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Seven's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data, I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. Human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity? It doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still gotta prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. I'm gonna be completely honest, I was doing it and I kind of hit the button because I was like, I've never tried this before, and it kind of worked. And I'm still a little bit confused about that. Maybe it's Sleepy Brain, but the language that they used seemed like it was mentioning a diagram or something, and I'm like, I didn't see the diagram. At least you can get around without standing on the floor. But I never actually, like, and I didn't think based off of what I did. Training device is unlocked.
やっぱり誰かが座らないと動かなそうだな。
こんなところでスリムな体が役に立つとは皮肉なものね。
ヤシロ、本当にいいのか？俺が座ってお前が解いた方が。
そうだぜ。もし失敗でもしたら。
平気よ。たとえ落ちたとしてもサメはもう死んでるじゃない。
だけど
決断が鈍い男はかっこ悪いわよ。アドバイスはそこからでもできるわ。こんな部屋に長居したくないし。さっさとモニターの前につきなさい。ねえ、最後に一つだけ聞いてもらえる？
最後とか言うなよ。
縁起でもね
え。いいから聞いて。もしも私の身に何かあったら、娘たちにこう伝えてほしいの。お母さんはあなたたちのことを愛してた。ずっと愛してるって。
娘たち？
お前、子供がいるのか？
ええ。ちょうど淳平くんと同じぐらいの年齢かしら。双子でね、いろいろあって若い頃に産んだの。名前はノナと、それからもう一人は。
Nona is a name we recognize.
待って、ノナ。
青い、ライト、ノナ、実験の被験者となった子供たちの名前だ。
何よ、突然大声上げたりして。
おお、まさかとは思うが。
I mean, there could be another Nona.
ヤシロ、お前の本当の名字は柏原じゃねえよ
な。なんで知ってんのよ。
おいおいおいおい、マジかよ。こいつは一体どういうことだ。まさかヤシロがあの子の母親だったとは。
あの子？あの子って何？まるで会ったことがあるような口ぶりじゃない。
あるんだよ。だからあるんだ。
お。
いつ？
今から9年前に。
どこで？
この船の中で。
どうして？
話せば長くなる。
長くなったって構わないわ。聞かせて。一体何があったっていうの？
分かったよ。話そう。
Okay, now we're not going to be the only ones knowing about Seven's past.
俺はだったんだが、そしてだがその時、それからどうやらそこはまるでそうして これが9年前俺が体験したことの全てだ。
そんな、私が9年もの間探し求めていた情報、それを知ってる人間がこんなにも近くにいたなんて。
探し求めていた。
そうよ。娘たちは確かに9年前に行方不明になった。それから9日経って私のところに戻ってはきたんだけど、でもその9日間に何があったのかは全く精密検査の結果乱暴されたわけじゃないってことだけは分かってた。
Okay, I mean, they're alive, at least.
それでも何か恐ろしいことを経験してきたことは確かで、だからこそ深く追求することはできなかったの。そんなことをしたら思い出させてしまうことになるでしょ。そっとしておいてあげるしかなかったのよ。それから1ヶ月が経ち、2ヶ月、次第に娘たちはいつもの様子を取り戻していったわ。明るい笑顔を見せるようになって、冗談を言ったりおどけてみせたり、もうそうなってしまうとなおさら何も聞けなくて、いつしかその件について触れるのがタブーになってしまった。だけどそれでも気になるじゃない、母親としては。だから私は独自に調査を始めることにしたのよ。その空白の9日間に何があったのか、それを突き止めるために。
It's always 9. It's always 9.
それで何か分かったのか？
いいえ、何も。警察は捜査をしているふりをしながらほとんどまともに動いてくれなかったし、
Ah, being paid off.
マスコミも16人の子供たちが戻ってきてからはまるでうやむやにするかのように事件については一切報道しなくなってしまって、多分どこかの組織から圧力がかかったんだと思うわ。
クレイドル製薬の、いやそれよりももっと上にある組織からの圧力だろうな。
クレイドル製薬か。
何か心当たりが？
いえ、その名前を聞いたのも今が初めてよ。ねえセブン、どうしてクレイドル製薬が事件に関与してるって分かったの？
被害者の接点をたどれば容疑者につながる犯罪捜査の常識で。
その接点っていうのは？
行方不明になった子供たちには全員ある病院への通院歴があったんだよ。
Yeah, my idea was I wonder if all of us are connected to this in some way, like we know some bits about it or something. We're clearly all connected in some way, shape, or fashion. Maybe all of us have some relation to the kids or something.
その病院の経営母体がクレイドル製薬のグループ企業でな。それでだ。
病院？
病院か。
ああ、そういやその病院で聞き込みをしている間に何人もの子供たちから奇妙な証言が。
というと？
ガンツフェルト実験って知ってるか？
Ganzfeld experiment. Okay, we've been going for a pretty good amount of time. Yeah, I'm thinking my brain wasn't properly wrapping its head around that puzzle. And then I was, you know, occasionally I was checking things, like just clicking to see, and then I happened to accidentally get it. But I think I want to see exactly what was going on with that, just to clear it up in my head. So I'm just gonna look up the solution to that puzzle really quickly to see exactly what it wanted, to make sure I'm not like crazy confused or anything. Okay. I looked up that puzzle, and I feel a little dumb, but also also not, because it seems like there's some weirdness to it. I didn't see anything else. I was very, 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 very careful. And I had a friend help, so it seems like what was going on in the original DS version of that, there was a diagram on bottom that you had to match to. And that was how you were supposed to solve it. You would see the diagram on the bottom, and you had to match the bottom screen on the DS to the top screen. So the missing diagram that I was talking about that they wanted me to see, apparently you had to bring that up by hitting that hint button in the right. Now, I thought that was just going to give me the solution to the puzzle, so I didn't want to press that, because I thought it was just, going to give me a hint on how to solve it. I was kind of getting to the point where I might do that, but I was like, no, I want to see if I can solve it on my own. But yeah, apparently there was supposed to be a diagram, and it was behind the hint button, I guess. So it seems like I just solved it by just fiddling around with it until I actually just randomly stumbled upon the answer. I should really not press check until I'm actually sure. I've done this before with a puzzle where I'm just like kind of fiddling around with it and just like kind of press check just like because I'm like, this isn't right, but let's see. And I accidentally did it there and solved it. But yeah, it seems like I had to actually bring the hint up. But I was like, it's going to give me a hint to the puzzle and I want to solve the puzzle on my own. And then I proceeded to not solve the puzzle on my own because I accidentally put the correct answer in randomly. Ugh. Alright. It seems like it was a simpler solution than I thought, though, so. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more.